So today we'll be starting with the fourth chapter in psychology. I'll be finishing off with the fourth chapter of psychology, and then I'll do fourth chapter of sociology. Okay. So today we'll be starting off with the fourth chapter in psychology, and that is biological basis of behavior. Among the species of animals, human beings are the most developed in the terms of brain development. So if you look at species of animals which are there all around the world, human beings' brain is the most developed. And mental capabilities, we have mental capabilities, meaning we have thinking power, we have logical power, we have reasoning, we have memory. So we are gifted with all those things. Walking erect, walking erect, greater brain size relative to body weight, development of various points of the brain, and the use of language are outstanding attributes of human beings. The fact that we can walk erect meaning we can walk straight. If you see all the animals which are there, they walk on four legs, but we walk straight, we walk erect. Okay. Other thing is that that our size of the brain is according to the size of our body. Okay, the development of various things in our brain, development of language in our brain, understanding power, all these things makes human being greater than animals. Human beings with highly developed brain and complex nervous system has been evolved through millions of years are new endowed with the capabilities of higher level of cognitive function such as abstract and reasoning. It is necessary to study the anatomy, physiology, brain activities and nervous system to understand the human behavior and psychological process associated with it. So what they are saying that a human brain is very developed, a human brain is complex, and the fact that various nervous system meaning all the veins that carry message to your brain leads to development of your brain. Our physical body, our physical needs, our physical features, our development of the brains, various nerves in our body, all these things relate to how we behave, how we act. It makes us understand the psychology of human beings. Okay. Biopsychologists, neuropsychologists, and psychological psychologists study the relationship between nervous system and complex behavior. So biopsychologist, okay, who studies biology and psychology, neuropsychologist who study nervous system and psychology, psychological psychology. So people who study the human psychology, study human brains, all these people, they understand why do we have complex behavior, why do we show complex nature. They also understand the functioning of various nerves in our body. They mainly try to discover the neurological basis of thoughts, feelings and actions. So all these people, they try to understand how nerves help us behave, how nerves helps us understand, how nerves helps us to do certain things. Okay, and which makes us very unique. Okay, for example, let us say there is something that is hot. Let's say there is a candle. When I touch the candle, the nerves in my hand, they carry the message to the brain telling the brain it is hot, remove your hand. The message then comes back and we remove our hand. So imagine that's how quickly the message travels from the nerves to our brain and from our brain to our nerves. And we understand from that behavior of ours that we don't have to touch anything hot. If we touch anything hot, we are going to get burnt, we are going to get hurt. So this is something how nerves act, and through these nerves we understand how to behave, how to act. Okay. In the present chapter, we shall study evolutionary perspective, genes and behaviors, nervous system and the glands in the great endocrine glands in the detail. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to study all these things. First is evolutionary perspective. Evolutionary perspective is what? That we human beings have developed from monkeys. Earlier we were monkeys, and from monkeys we have become what you call it as human beings. Billions of different organisms varying in shape, size and behavior dwell on this earth. So on this earth we have many different animals, we have birds, we have insects, we have everything who live on this earth. It's not only human beings that live on the earth. Okay. Man is the most developed among the innumerable organisms existing in the world. So all the organisms, all the animals, all the birds which are there, the most advanced and the most intelligent of all that is the human being. The process of development in the human continues and will keep continuing even after thousands of years of evolution. So what they have said is that we human beings are developing. If you see, the next generation that comes is very, very intelligent. Okay, if you look at your small sisters, or if you look at your small nephew, niece, તો એ લોકો બહુ ઇન્ટેલિજન્ટ હશે. એ લોકોને ફોન વાપરતા એકદમ ફટ આવડશે, જે મે બી તમને નહીં આવડતું હોય, એ નાના છોકરાઓને આવડતું હશે. સો દેટ શોઝ દેટ હ્યુમન બીંગ્સ આર ડેવલપ્ડ. એવરી જનરેશન દેટ કમ્સ ઇઝ ડેવલપ્ડ. સો ધો evolution of human being have stopped, मतलब from monkeys we have become humans, but beyond that also we are developing. Every next generation that comes is totally different than the other generation. Okay, which shows that human beings are constantly in the process of development. Charles Darwin, in his book The Origin of Species, published in the year 1859, propounded the theory that change in an organism takes place slowly over a long period of time. He further stressed that the physical growth and behavior develop together. So there was a person whose name was Charles Darwin, and in the year 1859 he wrote a book which was called The Origin of Species. In this book, what he has told is that development in human beings happen, but they happen at a very slow speed. And sometimes you don't even notice that such development is happening in you. What Charles Darwin said, that development in human beings is happening, but it is happening at a very slow speed. Okay, and he says that it happens over a long period of time. He further stressed that physical growth and behavior develop together. What did he say? That as your physical body develops, even your behavior develops. So both your physical development and your behavior development goes hand in hand. Today, biologists as well as psychologists agree that behavior and psychological changes occur together. So today, nowadays, even the biologists, even the psychologists, they agree with the theory of Charles Darwin, saying that yes, your physical development and your development of behavior, your development of personality goes hand in hand. We have an opportunity to acquire the knowledge of biological basis of human beings by observing the cases in which the brain cells are damaged by disease, drugs or accidents. So how do we study behavior in people? We try to study the brain cells in people. Okay, all of us have brain cells, and all of us ka brain cells are developing. So in order to understand human behavior, in order to understand why this particular person is behaving in particular way, you study the brain cells of those particular people. Now let's say if I study the brain cells of a person who had an accident, so their brain cells will be different. Person who is taking lot of drugs, their brain cells will be different. Okay, so your brain cells get damaged when you take drugs. Your brain cells get damaged when you face accident and your head gets hurt. So brain cells what changes are happening, whether your brain cells are damaged, not damaged, all these things relate to how you behave. If you look at Sushant Singh Rajput ka case, lot of people said that he was being fed drugs. એને ડ્રગ્સ દેવામાં આવતા હતા અને એ ડ્રગ્સના લીધે એના બ્રેન સેલ્સ ડેમેજ થઈ ગયા હતા અને એના લીધે એ ક્લિયરલી સોચી નહોતો શકતો અને ડિપ્રેશનમાં આવી ગયો. So yes, your brain cells do get damaged if you take drugs, alcohol, cigarettes. All these things are bad for your body. Okay, and your behavior also gets affected. Sorry. Oh God. Okay. Normal psychological process are affecting in such cases, resulting into various kinds of deficiency. So what happens is, what they are saying is that when your brain cell gets damaged, let's say maybe because of a disease, or let's say maybe because of drugs or accident, so there is lot of deficiency that is developed in your body. Deficiency meaning difficulties which your body might face. Okay, let's say your brain cells are damaged, so you might be facing lot of deficiency which a normal person, let's say certain activities which a normal person can do, you might not be able to do it because your brain cells are damaged. So because of your brain cell getting damaged, you develop lot of deficiencies, or you develop lot of difficulties. Okay, We should recognize the importance of brain cells from which sensation, perception, learning, braining and reasoning occurs. So brain cells are responsible for perception. Perception meaning how you see things. It is responsible for sensation. Sensation એટલે કોઈ ચોટ્યો ભરે તો તમને ઈ ચોટ્યો વાગે is because of the messages carried with the brain cells. So your sensation, your memory, your reasoning, your logic, all these things are dependent on your brain cells. That is why it is very, very important that these brain cells in your body develop at a proper rate, at a proper speed, that your brain cells don't get damaged. That is something that is very, very important. People differ in respect to intelligence, learning ability and memory, as well as physical and psychological characteristics. Such unique attributes of an individual are a result of interaction of brain, behavior and socio-cultural environment. So what they are saying is that every person is different. Every person's intelligence level, every person's memory level, every person's understanding level is different. Okay, you compare me to you, it is different. Why? Because the kind of environment I am brought up in is a different environment than you are brought up in. House environment, school environment, all these things relate to how developed your brain is or how developed intelligence, memory happens. So the culture we live in, the society we live in, the home we live in, the environment we live in, all these things depend on how intelligent you are, how good your memory power is. The changes evident in human beings' biological and behavior aspect during the evolutionary process are the result of environmental demands. Now what happened is that as the evolution of man happened, as the man changed himself from monkey to human beings, why did that happen? Because the environment around us was changing, demanding us to be in a certain way. If you look earlier, we had dinosaurs, we had big elephants. Those elephants and dinosaurs are not there anymore. Why? Because the environment around us changed. Earlier પહેલા કેવું હતું, એકદમ ઠંડુ environment હતું, તો બધા animals જે હતા એ બધા રૂછડાવાળા હતા. સડનલી એ બધું ચેન્જ થઈ ગયું અને ક્લાઇમેટ થોડોક હોટ થવા માંડ્યો, એટલે એ બધા રૂછડાવાળા એનિમલ્સ મરી ગયા અને જે જે મંકીઝ હતા, જે રૂછડાવાળા મંકીઝ હતા, એ હ્યુમન બીન્સમાં ડેવલપ થવા માંડ્યા. That is the theory of evolution. Why did the human beings develop is because the environment around us wanted us to be in a particular way. Because the environment demanded particular thing from us, that is why we changed. Today, in today's time, if you see, the environment around us is demanding us to wear a mask and to sanitize our hands. So we have changed because the environment demands a particular thing from us. In ancient time, there existed division of labors in human beings. Men did most of hunting and gathering of food from distant places, while women focused on household work and childcare. The roles of men and women differed and reference to demands of various cultures. Women, so what happened is that in ancient time, in Juna Jamana, the role of women and men were different. Okay, men were only concerned with hunting and getting food for the children, while women's responsibility was to cook that food and to take care of the children. Okay, but according to culture, according to society, the role and the wants of the man and women changes. Okay, India ma society and culture different છે, America ma society and culture different છે, તો यहाँ man and women na role is different than what role man and women play over here in India. Women were better at fine motor skills, while men surpassed women in muscular and heavier tasks. However, the modern industrialized society requires individuals to possess wide range of skills to perform different kinds of specialized jobs. So what happened is, earlier in ancient time, it was believed that women are good at motor skills. Motor skills એટલે finger movements, cooking movements, cutting movements, drawing. So women were good at motor skills, while men were good at muscular tasks. Okay, like hunting, gathering, killing, war. So men were concerned with doing that job and women were concerned with doing this job. Why? Because women now finger movements were better, so they were better cooks. So women's job was to cook food, while men were good at in muscular jobs, in heavy jobs. So that is why they went on war, they fought wars, they went on hunting and gathering. But now in today's time, in today's environment, things are different. You don't like to get a particular job done, to get a particular to do a particular job, you require a lot of skills. For example, I want to be a teacher, so I should have good listening power, good understanding power, good speaking power, right? So nowadays the society has changed. The society demands that you should have lot of skills, and according to that you are supposed to behave, and according to that you are supposed to adjust. This is something that we had done it in sociology also. In modern times, we witness the change in traditional roles of women. Women employed in military and police service, and men works as cooks in hotels and restaurants. So earlier, what used to happen, I told you, in ancient time, women used to cook and men used to hunt. But now the society has changed. Now the society ka demands have changed. Even women enter military. Even women do jobs which are muscular jobs. Even men do jobs which are cooking ka jobs. So now the society has changed. Now the society is demanding different things from us. And that is why the traditional, the old roles of men and women have changed. The differences between males and females with respect to role-specific work or job is fast disappearing. This indicates that the environment demands result in biological and behavior changes in the human beings over a period of time. So they are saying that now the society is changing. Now there are a lot of changes that are happening in the society that is around us. And as the society changes, the traditional role or the old role of the women which were there and of the men which were there are constantly changing. So our biology, our behavior also changes according to the kind of environment, according to the kind of situation that is around us. Environmental changes create a competition for resources among the member species. Only those who possess the abilities to cope with the changes can survive and reproduce. So what are they saying? That the environment around us is constantly changing. Okay, and there are only limited resources which are there in the environment around us. We human beings, we are constantly fighting for our survival. We are constantly fighting to live. Only the ones who are the strongest and only the one who has lot of power in them will be able to stay, will be able to live, and will be able to reproduce. If you look at corona right now, okay, this is okay. So there was a theory of Charles Darwin which came up, and according to Charles Darwin, what did he say is કે સોસાયટીમાં ઘણા બધા લોકો હશે, પણ જે લોકો સોસાયટી હારે એડજસ્ટ થઈ શકશે એ જ જણા લોકો રહી શકશે, બાકી બધા લોકો મરી જશે. અત્યારના તમે જો કોરોનાના કેસીસ કેટલા બધા આવ્યા છે, તો જે હ્યુમન બીન્સ કોરોનાના સિમ્ટમ્સથી એડજસ્ટ થઈ શકે છે, એનેથી ફાઇટ કરી શકે છે, એ લોકો જ સર્વાઈવ કરી શકે છે, બાકી બધા આર ડાઈંગ. So that is the law of nature which is always there. Okay, you look at dogs, okay, on the streets, okay, her time e dog at least 5 to 6 puppies આપશે. એ 5 થી 6 પપીમાંથી ખાલી એક જ પપી બચશે, બાકી બધા પપી મરી જશે. Okay, so that is the rule of the nature, that is the rule of the environment around. Only the strongest will fight, only the strongest will survive, and only the strongest will reproduce ahead.